Yeah, Nikki, are you? Is Nikki on the call? There's nowhere to Santa house.
What is it, Mum?
All right.
Ho, ho, everyone.
Oh.
And how would you like a little bit of Christmas cash? Can I get a 1, 2, 3 Isogenics?
You're scary. No, we just wanted to say thank you to all the leaders for jumping on the call. I know we've got Nikki and Tammy and we've got Kerry. Nikki, are you on the screen? Tammy's got her Santa gear on.
Hey, Tammy.
Yes, I'm on the screen.
No, we can.
Oh,
Okay, yay!
Hi, Nikki.
A glamorous Santa girl.
Oh, someone's dog. All right.
It's my puppy. Sorry, I'll mute.
Okay. So we thought we got together this week, and we've run it before separately within our teams, but we really leveraged the 5-cycle bonus. It was a tip that was given to us on a call from none other than Kathy Coover. So we took it on board and we ran it. I think we only ran it for 1 week, 1 or 2 weeks. And we saw a massive increase in our cycles. So we thought that we would leverage the same promotion, given that over, from now till New Year traditionally is when BV is at its lowest within our businesses. So we thought we'd try and help all of you guys not only run something fun and together, but also, help our entire businesses maintain and even increase that BV. So I know Jay Bennett went up 100 cycles when he ran this competition within his downline. And I think her name is Angela Moresco. She went from a 6 to an 8 star within 1 week of running this promotion. So it definitely does work. So thanks for joining us on the call. We have only invited the leaders per se, because what we want you to do is, if you accept to take this on and move this into your business, is really take control of looking at your reports. Looking at your reports and seeing who is close to 5 cycles and trying to bump them up. So,
we are recording the call, but yeah, just to recap on what Heidi said, with when we done it in our own teams, we were the only 2 teams in Australia when the call was given to us that actually done it, and we both increased by just over 50 cycles each week that we done it. But of course we weren't thinking straight, so we stopped after 2 weeks. So I guess back then we only had 1 night to get it together, and it was really 1 night for myself anyway. I know Heidi might have had a couple of more days, but so I didn't get as much buy-in or as involvement from the team. So there was only a few people who put their hands up and said, yeah, we'll run with it. Can you imagine? Because everybody on this call is in Nikki and myself's downline, everyone. So we're all, and you, but like just saying everybody, yeah. So we are actually your upline before Paul and Suzanne. So if we were to do this as a massive energy, as a bigger team, it would drive everyone's business for the 5 cycle being the key. The key here is the 5 cycle. 5 cycles will drive up to 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars. And that's what we seen the last time, but not so massively because we only had a buy-in from a few of the team members. So can you imagine how big this is going to, it's going to be huge. And, Nikki and Tammy and I, we all spoke today and we understand the power of this. And we just hope that you can, really grasp this as a bigger team and the power that it will have for all of you to finish the year strong, but also to fill your funnels for 2017 for January and February, because we've got a whole plan put in place, which I could not believe. Sitting with Heidi on Friday, just having lunch, she ate, because she was pregnant, and I drank water. But while I was talking to her, she was actually doing the graphics, the artwork. She was multitasking. And I guess that's why I look at her and think, fuck, she gets stuff done. Like, she just gets it done. And by the time the conversation was finished, she said, oh, yeah, I've just done that. I just done the artwork while you were talking to me, even though she wrote notes as well. Like, you're pretty awesome, I have to say. So that really inspired me.
And I'm having 3 affairs.
So we've put everything into place, but you know what, you guys can say yay, nay, or you can say, look, don't like your artwork, we're going to run with our own. Took her 2 minutes on Word Swag. You can do your own, but it's just giving you the concept and I guess the structure of what happened for us and what worked for us the last time. Is that okay? Can we share it with you?
Yeah. So we have cash, if you've forgotten what it looks like. We have $50 notes. We have $100 notes. We love the green ones. Don't see them in the wallet very often. We love, they all add up. And even a quick tenner, Who loves money? Bring it to me. Okay, let me show you how. I'm going to just share my screen with you. I even tidied up my desktop for you, so feel special. So this is how we've said that it's going to work. So this is the 5-cycle bonus promotion that we're running. So the aim is to run a 4-week incentive Christmas bonus challenge to assist as many people to receive the 5-cycle bonus and push our team BV up to an all-time high over the traditionally slower month of December. Now, we thought we'd run a 4-week campaign, keeping things moving. People, when they see the same thing come up over and over again, they switch off.
Sorry, hi.
Yeah.
Hi, can you just make it bigger? We all can't see it. If you can make the actual, thank you.
We've got a little bit more detail to put into this, but this is just a quick Word doc.
Okay.
View, zoom. There we go. See, zoom in. Yeah. Go up to 200 maybe. Is that better, guys? We can't see you, so just maybe
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic.
Oh, the pregnant lady taking it away.
Oh, shut up. There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
So we want to run something that moves every week and gives everyone a new focus every week. So the first campaign will begin on the commission week, starting the 21st of November, and that will be a 30-day Christmas slim down. So a cleanse and shred. So that's really aiming at the people that are going to come in and do a full 30 days before, before Christmas Day. So we're really pumping up the 30-day cleanses then. On the 28th of November, we're still going to be pumping up the 30 days, but we're going to do Launch Party Week. And we thought we'd do Launch Party Week a little bit differently than what we traditionally do. And we're going to call it the Healthy Happy Hour. And we're going to showcase some of our products in a fun way, like making, very Christmassy fruit and drink, like the chocolate mint mousse and mocktails with Replenish, and really making it kind of fun and just sharing stories, very simple and something very duplicatable.
Yeah, and we were thinking with this particular week that every leader who commits to this will either host a launch party for their team who can't have one, or actually go to their, hopefully within your team, you'll have a few launch parties happening that particular week. I know I'm going to be putting Christmas decorations up in my house. I'm going to have everyone wear silly Santa hats. We're going to show people that we're not crazy cleansers that can't have fun. It's all about the balance. So there will be mocktails, there will be cocktails in my house anyway, that's for sure. There'll be a little champagne after the initial healthy happy hour, because it's Christmas, and to show people that you can have mint chocolate mousse all over Christmas as a dessert and not put the weight on over the Christmas. We were just talking about getting little plastic those little plastic cocktail glasses and put the mousse in there with a little mint leaf on top. I know this is going into detail. We have literally been thinking about this, thinking this will be so much fun. Even if people don't commit to anything in those launch parties, can you think of how full your funnels will be for January, February when they are ready. For your smaller teams who are really struggling with, the whole idea of a launch party and just having it around, cleansing and, you've got to stick to this strict 30 days. That this is showing people that we're not weird, even though we're weird, but we're not weirdos, that we do have fun, that, we're all about balance. So that particular week, if we all commit to a launch party, can you imagine Facebook with all of us Christmas themed, what that will do for Isagenix, for the culture, for your teams, for people in your business? It'll just show you that you're fun. You're fun. And we need to have fun, guys. There's too much seriousness in the world.
And during that, I've already started collecting recipes of things that you could take to barbecues that you've made with your Isoline shake as well. So stuff that we can share on social media and really ramp that up. Coming into the 5th of December, you're going to get the people that are going to say, oh, bugger, I haven't cleansed, I've got the bloat. So we thought we might call that the 12 days of Christmas and really pump the 9-day cleanse in there. And then the 12th of December is obviously, you've probably got Buckley's chance of really enrolling anybody on a serious program. However, we're going to make up little packs called the Silly Season Survival Packs based on the energy and hangover cures. So they're things that, we can, again, promote on our Facebook. So prizes are going to be awarded, and we thought long and hard about vouchers and other sort of incentives, but we realised at this time of year you guys need cash. So we're putting our hands in our pockets, and
so the leaders are, we're going to talk about this.
Yeah. So the leaders that are, we've decided 2-star and above, if they are cycling at 2-star and above. I know some people are ranked 2-star, but they're not cycling that. But we think if people are cycling around 20 to 30 times a week, that they'll be able to afford this for their downline, given the BV that it's going to produce for their personally enrolled. But however, that's really up to the discretion of, I guess, your upline leader. So this is how we would run it, is that 2 president's packs, obviously in the same commission week, the company are going to pay you $320, and we're going to match with an additional $100 cash bonus. So that's a $420 Christmas bonus. That's massive.
That's just 1 week.
That's just 1 week. If you do it for 4 weeks, it's like nearly $2,000.
Plus your commissions and
plus your cycles, yeah. So then at a 2 30-day starter packs in the same commission week, the company are going to pay you the $100 in PRBs, and we're going to match that with a $50 cash bonus. So that's a $150 Christmas bonus, which is nothing to laugh about. And if you mix them up, 130, 1 president's pack in the same commission week, the company are going to pay you $210, and we're going to match with an additional $80 cash bonus, which is $290. But it doesn't stop there, because additionally to this, the company are going to give you or give away the 5-cycle bonus. So if you are at consultant the week prior and you hit the 5-cycle bonus, you're going to be paid $250, and that's paid twice. And then if you are manager and you hit 1 star, you're going to be paid $500, and that is paid every time you hit it, so twice. But that's not all, because we really want this competition to benefit the people that are reaching down into their downlines, really reaching down, looking at their blueprint report, which has the new 5-cycle bonus category there, looking into their downlines and seeing who is close to that 5-cycle bonus and pulling them up, creating a plan for them to not only reward them with their cash bonus and give them belief. I mean, imagine being paid this money over Christmas when a lot of people are scraping the end of the barrel. You can just imagine the belief that they're going to want to continue this into the new year. So if you create a manager, if you create a 5-cycle bonus winner or a 1-star bonus winner, we're going to give you an additional cash bonus of $100. So I guess, what do we offer? What are we going to do to help them?
I remember that part. But now that I'm sitting here.
So we want to support you guys, not only financially, not only with helping you with strategic planning and things like that, but we thought we would run 3 blitzes, and we could do those online every week. Now, that doesn't mean that we sit at a computer for 8 hours. We're thinking like an hour. If you can commit to an hour. At the moment, we're thinking Saturday in the morning.
So it's an hour of power on a Saturday. We do them in our team, and they work really well. So there's 3 blitz every week. So on a Saturday, it's just an hour of power. I think that's going to be after school sports, etc. So around 11, 12, whatever suits, we can discuss that. Tuesdays, 11 to 2 p.m. You can join in whatever time you want. The reason why we always choose those times on a Tuesday is to accommodate like moms after the gym, people who go on a lunch break, before school pickup. So you're reaching out and people will get back to you. All right, because you don't want to just end up doing a big blitz and no one gets back to you because they're all too busy. So we always do ours on a Tuesday, and the other day is Thursday night. So it gives a chance for those of you who are working full time to get involved. So we're going to do Thursday nights for 1 hour, Tuesdays during the day. We put all this information up for you. We have artwork made, and on a Saturday for an hour of power. This is really how you fill up, your funnel for the next 4 weeks if we do these blitz days immediately and continue them through the whole 4 weeks. We do them in our team every week, and they work really, really well. And this is the time, I guess, for you guys to reach down to your smaller builders right now and just show them the power of following up, because they may have already had a list of 20, 30, 40, 50 people when they started and they haven't gone back to them. This is a really great time to do that. So there is definitely lots of step-by-steps that we're going to go through in a second to show you how to do this.
Yeah, so basically we're going to offer those online. So Helen, myself, and the leaders that commit to it, we want to see your faces, okay? We want to help people construct their text messages to these people. I've seen some dreadful texts along the way, and I think people, just needed that little bit of direction. And so we're going to put up some templates that will correspond with those particular weeks. We're going to put up some promotional material that or artwork that you can plaster onto Facebook. And like we said, you don't have to use it, but it's there. And I think the easier we make it for people, the more likely they're going to comply with it. And also there to strategically plan for people. So, what does 5 cycles look like in your business in terms of business volume, and how many president's packs and how many conversations really that need to happen to be able to get there. So that's kind of like the little sheet, and we'll put it up for you. Just bring you all back online.
So are you guys interested to hear a little bit more then about how we're going to do it, like strategically planning your actual business? We've given you like the I guess the art and the dates and the weeks and how, the campaigns, but how we actually done it the last time without all of those campaigns. We didn't have those at all. We had nothing like that. So what we've done is we reached down to business builders, the key people, like everybody on this call, okay? We asked them to go and look in their back office, in the reports, and to look at people who either had one person, just on the left or right, that was almost a consultant, anyone who was building, anyone at manager, basically anyone who's breathing in your downline, that, that you can actually pick up the phone and say to them, hey, we're kicking off this amazing a challenge. I know that you want to get your products paid for. I know you're sitting on you've got one person on the right. Let's try and get you someone on the left. The reason being is because I need you to be a consultant, because the business is just going to go, bananas over the next few weeks. And if you're not sitting at consultant within the next week and you hit 5 cycles, you're going to miss the bonus. So that's where I would start, because if there's people sitting with one person and they're not an active consultant, and we all start building over the next few weeks and they miss that 250 bonus because they hit 5 cycles. Because remember, some people have PV and then a few people start building underneath them, and then before you know it, they've hit 5 cycles and they're not going to get paid because
you got to be consultant the week prior.
Yeah.
They have to be paid as
right.
consultant going into
That's
that
right.
commission week. Okay. So it doesn't work when people enroll someone and bang, they're like 1 star.
Yeah. So that's the first step. Okay. So it's getting everyone's involvement involvement. As Heidi said, there's a new report in your blueprints. It's called the 5-cycle report. It came out 2 weeks ago. It's working now. It wasn't working. We've got it there. So what you need to do, guys, is look at that maybe midweek, because people only get put. This is a live report, by the way. All the blueprint reports are live, so they happen minute to minute. So
that's why I asked you in the thread if you picked it up to print it out today before the end of commission week, because I can tell in my downline who was sort of sitting on 3 or 4 cycles, because they're the ones that we want to target first.
Yes. And also people in the blueprint report that's sitting there as almost consultant or almost manager. Because if there's someone is almost a manager and there's going to be people building left and right underneath them, and they hit 10 stars, if they hit 10 cycles and they're not paid as manager, they've just missed out on a big bonus. So it's important as well to look at all of them. So basically, to cover our asses, we really need to pick up the phone and actually talk to people. Don't tag people in posts. You need to pick up the phone. You've got a whole week to do this. We're running a call on Saturday morning at 8 a.m. for everybody. So you guys as leaders will invite all your people that are interested to run with this, all the consultants, all the managers, all the people who are really desperate to build this. People who've been sitting there maybe just with one enrollment who really want to do it, but they just haven't gotten stuck in yet. People who have not hit their 10 cycle bonus, like that 1 star. Talk to them, get them involved, tell them that we're here to help them, that we've got things put in place, that we've got systems put into place. So, as I said, anyone sitting on 1 enrollment, you want to pop them consultant. Anyone sitting on 1 consultant, you want to pop them manager. This is kind of in the first week or 2 in case those cycles come up and they miss their bonus. Make sure that the team knows that it's important to be paid as consultant the week before. Heidi's covered that, but I don't know how many times I've had people text me and say, I've hit the 5 cycles. And I said, were you consultant last week? No. I said, I'm really sorry, but you're not going to get that bonus. And it's really devastating to them. So it's important that they know that. Just with the launch party week, I really feel like this could be the week that puts us all not on the map, but really
on the map.
Yeah. So a team that's really driving everything together. But in that week, if you're sitting there now and you don't have like replenish, and you're going to be talking to your downline on the call about the plan, okay, whether they're manager or nearly 1 star, 2 star. Tell them about the launch party week. Tell them about the fun we're going to have. Tell them about the Christmas themed parties that we're going to be having. We need replenish. We need salty caramel comes into your back office next Monday. So maybe I would say only a few of you on the call have salty caramel, because maybe you want at summer kickoff. I know I bought more boxes than I should have, because I bought them in my husband's account. I bought them in me and Nikki's account, because I love the salty caramel. Like, it's just, they're so gorgeous. But so replenish, salty caramel, and the mint chocolate mousse. These are 3 key products that we should have at our launch parties. If you guys can you imagine what would happen in our downlines if we all put an order in for those 3 items for these launch parties? It would just be phenomenal. Replenish, as I said, for the mocktails. So so with all the promotions that Heidi spoke about, the different weeks, you guys can put them into your private cleanse pages. You can put them on your Facebook page. You can do whatever you want with them. But please do put them in the cleanse pages, because there's people sitting in there that have either dropped off and they're thinking, shit, I should have done something before Christmas, and they see what you're doing. They're going to want to either jump back on board, especially with the promotion of the 9-day, people leave it so late. It's not too late. It's still time to, slip into that Christmas dress or, your cocktail dress.
I don't think a 9-day cleanse is going to slip me in a dress this year.
No. No. And then the silly season survival kit. That's something that everyone in your cleanse page should have ready. So you might have some people sitting there, a couple of weeks out from Christmas, especially the first or second week in December. They're going to be going to parties, barbecues. You need to say, hey guys, have you heard of the hangover cure? Eric Eric Coover put it up about 2 or 3 years ago. It works. Trust me. I know. I drink alcohol.
She's Irish.
It's the mixture of the Ionics, the Replenish, and the Cleanse. Before you go to bed, it is beautiful. But then people are going to need e-shots. The first thing in the morning, so they don't feel sick, is a shake. So these are just like, this is just like a little survival kit. We can make it fun. You can make your own artwork. It's just to drive the volume up. And you say to your personally enrolled or your downline that are ordering, hey guys, make sure you've got this before, Christmas, before you get into the silly season, and also before head office closes for Christmas. So make sure they're fully equipped with all of those products. And then I guess promote the Facebook, a team cleanse. So we were talking about doing a team cleanse as well. I know some of you guys, I know Tammy's team's already kicking off one. Maybe, I don't know, Hayley, if you guys all together, Hayley, if you guys are doing a cleanse, are you? Hayley Douglas. Yeah. Imagine if we were to do a 30-day cleanse within the next week, kick it off before we even get to that first week of promotions, and really show people that, we can have fun and cleanse at the same time. That's just something that we can do. So guys, the last of my notes, just if you're going to say yes to this, it's not just like, I hope everyone else does it underneath me and drives my cycles up, because it doesn't work like that. As I said, when I kicked it off the last time, only a few people got involved, and they were the ones that their cycles increased. Okay, so it was their left and right, and it was only a few people for them. Ours increased enormously, but if we do it together as a bigger group, you will all see the benefits of this, all of you. So it really is up to you to make the decision tonight to start, print out your reports in the back office, start looking in your back office, like look at your reports, who is ready for this, who needs a helping hand, and you have to actually pick up the phone and talk to them. It works. Look for the orphans as well. So some of you will have orphans in your downline, which means that no one's working with them, that their sponsors have dropped off. They may be desperate for extra cash for Christmas, desperate for it. And also, there's a lot of people who will be putting their Christmas on credit cards. So not only will this help to drive up bonuses and 5 cycles and, money from the company and from the leaders in this call, but also it will help them in the $1 Million Challenge. So when it comes to January and people are getting paid out of the $1 Million Challenge, it will help them to pay off their credit cards. And that's what we're all about. Because I know there's a lot of women on this call, a lot of moms, a lot of, we just want to make sure we're helping everybody to have a really great Christmas. So even, that was the other thing that we done the last time. Sorry, we did one other exercise in the week that we reached an extra 50 odd. So I'm going to tell you what we've done. We've actually done 52 extra cycles for 2 weeks in a row. And that's a lot, okay? But we only had a few people do it. So we had our team call all of their personally enrolled product users who've just been sitting there for a long time and they're happy using the products. We called them up and we said, look, I know you've been taking these products for 8 months or for a year. I just wanted to have a chat with you, see how you're going. Would you still be interested in taking a look at the business or even to share with a few people? Some people said no. And then we said, has anyone, complimented you? Yes, a few girls. Simone Ruskin in our team, she got 3 new enrollments from it, from just asking for referrals. So that's another great thing to do in this next week, and show your people how to do it as well. So you've probably got a lot of calls to make as far as to your personally enrolled and then to your team. As I've said, launch party week, if you can host one for your team, with your team, that's going to be awesome. And to go back, to show your team and yourself, to go back to the list that you very first started with, and just to see who's still sitting there. I know a lot of you are super busy, but there's a lot of us who have lists the length of our arms, and we haven't gone back and gone back and gone back, because we know the fortunes in the follow-up. But yeah, we just really need to let that sink in. And then in the 3rd week of this 4-week challenge, we'll release, you guys probably doing it yourselves anyway, but a huge team cleanse for the new year. So new year, new you. I know a lot of people come up with that one, but just, it's really about filling our funnels for this next you know, whatever, 4 or 5 weeks to the end of the year. Does that make sense?
And I think what's great about this challenge is because it really teaches people how to manage their business, I guess. And I think a lot of times we forget to be looking in our back office and looking down and, you know, if we've done it consistently for 4 weeks and we've taught other people how to do it, that's the big challenge, right? Because we can do it ourselves, but if we haven't taught other people to do it, there's no duplication, right? So if you can continue to do this over a 4-week period and show people that their business will grow as a result, then hopefully they continue to do that into the future and they continue to teach people. So it's like it's not only about this short-term 4-week, let's get some BV in our team and let's get some team volume. It's
filling up the funds.
It's like a long-term strategic plan for your business as well. There are some questions there on the side. Is there going to be a Facebook group? I'm hesitant to do another bloody group, to be honest. I think we just run it where all the systems are already in our groups. We just run the promotion within our groups, right? Because we want other people to ask what we're doing, and those orphans might show up as you're posting that you're giving away, you know, $100 notes or cash. Yeah. So I'm hesitant to do another Facebook group myself. Is there anyone that feels really strongly that they want one?
No.
Thank God.
It divides the energy. It's I love Erin's question. She said, where was it gone?
Breathing.
Yeah, I can't find it now, but that was funny. Very funny, Erin.
Are there any other questions, guys? Unmute yourselves. As we said, this is totally...
There's one about the USA.
Yep. So,
hey, ladies. Yeah, is it open to our USA customers?
Yeah, but it's just going to be obviously AU dollars.
Yeah. And if they're in your downline, Jamie, and they're breathing, as I said, then they can build. They can do this. They can get involved. They're in our groups already, so let's do it.
So we're not sitting here and saying that you have to do it. We completely understand if you've got other things on, you don't think it's a good idea, what have you. But if you could just get, like my team, if you could get back to me and let me know who's in, and we could compile a list of people that we're trying to help and pump up so that we've got a list of people that we could do 3-way calls with and 3-way text messages, and so we know that we're all on the same page, and maybe like a little plan towards the end of the week of, okay, this is who I've identified as somebody that is that I'm going to get to a manager, B 5-cycle, or C 1-star, so that we also have a bit of a plan and know sort of the volume that is going to drive up. So are there any more questions?
There's a great question there, Heidi. He said, how do we identify the orphans?
So I think that personally, your reports will tell you like who's enrolling. The $1 Million Challenge is pretty good. Like, I love that report. It tells you who's enrolling, who's going in the IsaBody Challenge, who's enrolled in Healthy Mind and Body, who's retaining. I also can see people from the energy on the Facebook groups, whether, you know, where they're at, and sometimes they need a little extra support. I don't think that there's an orphan report that we can pull. I wish there was. But a lot of times, once you start posting this sort of stuff and that they're interested, I can only relate it back to Chelsea, which was a year ago that she contacted me. I didn't know Chelsea was in my downline. She had no idea how to enroll anyone. She was just what I saw as a product user, 4 levels deep. But she found me and she said she wanted to do the business. So I think once you make yourself present, and hopefully your guys have popped them in your Facebook group where you're working, I think once you start telling people that you're helping them to create this extra cash bonus, that they may just pop up.
Yeah. And also, I think in your business, everyone on this call, it's only so big that you can definitely look in. If you're executive anyway, there's an executive report that I look at every week. I think it's executive 5-star though. It's the one at the bottom. But it just basically tells me the new enrollments for the week. So who's enrolling. So I just grab that, if you guys have it, and I put it into alphabetical order. You can just quickly do it in a spreadsheet. It just swaps it up for you. And from looking at that, I've discovered that there's people in our downline that's not in our business page that's active. So I've reached out to them and had a chat with them. And, basically that's probably why Rob and I have been going over to New Zealand a good bit, because you see people in your downline doing things, but you don't really know them, and they're not getting guided by anyone. And so
but sometimes you'll find that the orphans aren't doing anything because they don't know how to. They haven't had that initial support. So just making your presence noted.
Can I just say that I spoke to Tammy today? So Tammy's on the call with her Santa hat as well. Do you want to come off mute for a minute, Tammy? So Tammy's just been doing this in her business as well. She's been reaching down to orphans, if you like, that's what we're calling them. And she's been working with people that she didn't really know was there in the downline, and been lifting them up and helping them.
Yeah, I've found some absolutely incredible people that I had no idea even existed. And that's when I started to get really religious on pulling the reports on a Monday and a Tuesday, and then also on a Thursday. There was a guy in our downline who over the past, I think it was 5 months, enrolled 18 people, but no one knew who he was. None of his people were getting put into any pages. His retention rate, I think out of that 18, I think there was still 12 still on. And so I was able to get in contact with him and put him into the 2 cleanse pages that we had. And really, I've had now 3 Zoom calls with him. He's an online marketer, had no idea really about the opportunity, then put me in contact with another online marketer as well, who then put me in contact with a guy from Scotland. And that was just literally digging through the reports. I had no idea who he was. And yeah, the gold that has come out of that, and what I think will happen over the next few months, is going to be phenomenal. But if I wasn't working or looking at those reports, and if we weren't digging deep and, really making sure that we were on top of what was going on in the business center, there's people in there that really want this opportunity but have no idea to where it is that they want to go or who they need to speak to as such. And realistically, we're ripping them off if we're not digging deep enough, because everyone deserves this opportunity. And without those reports, I wouldn't have been able to find Nick or David, and it would have been a real shame.
Yeah, and that's just another lesson in involving your upline in a 3-way call or a 3-way thread, or when we're opening the box and following the process. It's another prime example of doing that.
Because so many people get brought into our business and they only know one person, and they don't actually really get involved with the team. So there was another question there from Emily, which I think we definitely need to cover. For those who aren't cycling 20-30 times a week, how deep is upline willing to go to pay for anyone wanting to participate? So it's not that we're paying for anyone to participate. I guess I know myself and Nikki, we do a lot of incentives in our team, and we're definitely happy to cover, because we spoke to Tammy today, and Tammy's going to be doing like her team, depending how big it gets, we'll help them. I know myself and Nikki will definitely do our left side. We know what we're doing. And then I know that Heidi is going to do her team to a degree. I know there's people on the call that are cycling 40 times a week. So they would definitely be able to, 30, 40 odd times a week that they can participate to their direct PET, for PET. So it's about pulling together, guys, because we give so much. And I'm sure a lot of you guys on the call, I know you do. I absolutely know you do. You give your time, you give your energy. I guess we couldn't, because we've got 46,000 people in our downline. So there's no way we could do every single person. And we'd love to. We'd love to, and one day we will be able to. But if it's whoever wants to put
my team know I'm not stingy.
Yeah,
I'm giving away a trip to Thailand.
Yeah, and our team knows that too. Isn't that right,
If
Nikki?
there's financial hardship, just you know, again, like exactly, I love Nicole Robertson from SKO. She's like, sometimes you have to reach up.
Yeah.
Right. And a lot of times we don't know. Like, you know, I had some things over the weekend that's like, you're not spending enough time with me, or they feel dumped, or, you know, I'm always here. But sometimes I just don't know. So you have to just reach up and say, look, Hides, I really want to run with this, but I'm not sure how I'm going to fund it. I've got X, Y, and Z. And I'll be like, hey, I've got some paper money here. Will that do? You know, I'll put my hand in my pocket and no one will be left out because they can't afford to do this challenge. But I think that there's also a time in your business where you need to invest back in it and realize that perhaps this promotion for you may increase your cycles, but you may be paying out. It may be a cost neutral thing for you, right? Because you're paying back, which is a tax deduction, by the way. But then come New Year, when you've got better systems in your business, where you've got people that are running this 5-cycle bonus continuously, where you've got a whole lot of new people coming in the new year, where they're now got a system where they're going to retain in your business, you'll see long term that this strategy will pay off and pay itself.
Yeah. And but it's,
But of course, we're not going to leave anyone out because they're in financial hardship.
No,
Doesn't
definitely
matter
not.
how deep they are.
So please don't get off the call and think that you can't do this. We're not saying it to the directors who, but people who are basically cycling 30, 40 times a week should be able to help us out in some way, shape or form. We know who's cycling, we know who's not. So I know a lot of people are ranked at certain ranks, but they're not actually cycling at those ranks. But yeah, just reach out, guys. This can be the most awesome incentive that we've ever done to finish off the year super strong. Other teams do things like this. We just haven't done it before as a bigger team. And I feel that, it could absolutely smash this team completely out of the water and put us on the map.
On the map.
And we expect all of you to be in your happy Santa hats on Saturday morning for your team, to show up as a real leader who's ready to have fun, get outside their comfort zone, and show up as someone who's going to be there for the team and be in the spirit of Isagenix culture and really just be there. Woo!
Are there any other questions?
Now, by the way, Heidi promised me after this call that she was going to do a little lap dance for me.
I did not. That's in private when we're not recording. That's non-compliant behaviour.
Any more questions? Anyone want to open up and ask us anything,
Or tell us that you're excited, or say, nah, it's crap.
Show me the money.
But guys, remember that when you get someone to 5 cycles, they don't leave your business. Okay? They actually strive to get to the next rank. So that 5 cycle is really important, and too many of us are missing out on it. And as we said, Jay Bennett done it for 1 week, and he'd done it with the seasonal shake in America, the pumpkin shake, or the pina colada one. Jesus. And he increased, it was 120. So he did 120 cycles. 120 cycles, guys, in 1 week. But he's kept that up because now he's gone into his 4th center. So, we forgot to mention. Oh, sorry.
Oh, what?
There's a grand prize.
We
Jesus.
forgot. We left it right till the end.
We left it right to the end. So Nikki and our team, we're going to do a celebration and party ticket. Heidi's going to do one for her team, celebration and party ticket, and Tammy and Kerry are doing a celebration and party ticket. But then there's 3 mentoring calls. One with Jay Bennett, one with Kathy Coover, and one with Kylie Donaldson. Okay, who's that? She nearly swallowed the screen. Caroline Power, that was a nice So how good does that sound? As much as the cash sounds good, some people are more interested in being mentored by I guess, true leaders who are, really leading the way. Because we're babies. We're all babies. Except for Jay Bennett. He's been doing this for a long time.
And I'm making a baby.
And Kathy Cooper. So does that sound good, guys?
Sounds brilliant.
So the grand prize, how you enter into that is every time you do a double PIB and qualify, you get entered into the draw. You can enter into as much as you want. So you enter into the draw, and there'll be 3 celebration tickets and 3 party tickets. It'll be distributed evenly, 1 for our team, 1 for Heidi's team, and 1 for Kerry and Tammy's team. Does that sound good? Yeah. And if anybody else wants to contribute a celebration party ticket for their own downline, please feel free to do so. Just contact us and we'll add it to the list. And,
I've got 10 in my back office, so.
yeah, we've got a few, definitely. Awesome. Any questions, guys? No? Good.
But you know what I think, Helen? I think that everybody wants to be slim and gorgeous for Christmas. So I think this is brilliant lead up. And yeah, as gifts for Christmas, I think it's the time to do it.
Yeah.
I want a skinny new year.
A skinny new year, yeah. So
Rub it in, everyone. Rub it in.
You'll be there soon, Heidi.
So can I just ask, just for even your facial expression, is anyone excited? Can we get a picture of everybody excited?
I'll screenshot it.
Oh, screenshot, okay.
Okay. Do your excited face, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Ho, ho, ho. All right, we'll let you go, guys. Remember, we'll put all of this information up afterwards, so you've got it step by step. What to do, how to get your people on the call next Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Please wear a Santa hat. Show your team that you're really in the spirit of this challenge, and you'll see them show up even more. Yay!
See you guys.
Good night.